Hi, guys, this is Michelle,
And I'm Lexi.
and you are listening to Book to the Couch.
So grab a snack, get spooky, and meet us on the couch.
All right, today we're doing a bit of a horror QA. We're doing a couple of questions. They're going to be combined of both movies and books because Lexi is very brand new into the horror genre. So I didn't add a whole lot of books in there, but I did add a few book questions. But these are mostly horror movie related because we are also huge horror movie fanatics.
Yes.
On top of liking and reading a lot of romance books, we're also big into horror movies.
Very much so, yeah. I love film, just period. But horror films are my all-time favorite.
Oh yeah,
All
I'll watch
right.
them any time of year.
So, favorite horror movie universe.
So some examples that we have is like obviously like the Conjuring universe, Paranormal Activity universe, Insidious, etc. What is yours?
It's such a hard question. I don't know. I really love like the Nightmare on Elm Street.
That's a good one.
Because like he's not scary, but the fact that like they're asleep,
Oh yeah, that does.
that's like terrifying. Like that's crazy to me.
I'm not gonna lie, I was very scared to go to sleep for days after
Yeah,
that. I was like, I'm gonna
it
die in my dreams. This is how I'm gonna go.
Yeah, it genuinely scared me when I was younger. So I think the Nightmare on Elm Street universe is probably my favorite.
I'm so surprised you didn't pick Scream.
Well, I'm saving that for another question.
I mean, fair enough, fair enough. Gosh, that is a really difficult question because I didn't like when I was looking at these when I was making these up. I was like, dang, these are gonna be really brain thinkers because I love a lot of the different universes just for different reasons. But if I had to pick a top one, ooh, I'm picking this one because I like the overarching story, and it's the only no, because I haven't even finished that one. I haven't watched the last one. No, I'm gonna count it. It's the Insidious universe. I really like the Insidious universe. Love anything that James Wan has put out. Like
I mean, honestly,
Blumhouse.
the
It was just
fact
like
that
it was
all
just
of the
such a.
movies are interconnected
They're all
too.
interconnected, and this is one big overarching story. I love it. I'm like, yes, I know it wasn't super scary, but it was also one of the first few films that I went and seen in theaters.
Yeah.
Like, it was not my first horror movie that I saw in theaters, but it was.
Also, yeah, mine too. That was one of the ones that I've went and seen. I actually went and seen it on a Friday the 13th, which was an insane thing.
Oh, I didn't even put that as a question. Yeah, I am curious. What was it? What was your first film that you went like horror movie that you went and saw in theaters? Do you remember? I remember mine.
I think it was The Ring.
Oh wow!
Yeah. Yeah, it was The Ring.
Back in the early 2000s.
Like the updated version.
Oh, the
I think it
updated
was
version.
like 2015
I'm trying to remember. I don't remember when that came
maybe,
out.
because you weren't allowed to get into the movie theater even if you had like a parent or something to see horror films back
Oh,
then. So I had to wait until I was at least 16 to go watch scary movies in theater, even though like I have loved horror movies since I was literally so tiny. But yeah, I think it was The Ring.
it was the devil for me. The one in the
Ooh.
elevator when they're in the elevator, the five people in the
Yeah.
elevator. I went and saw that for a friend's birthday.
Oh, that's
And
fun.
then like 2 weeks later, or a few weeks later, I went and saw Insidious, the first one with someone.
Yeah.
I saw the first Insidious in theaters like 10 or so times.
I saw the second one in theaters when it first came out because I was finally old enough to get in.
Like I had a friend that like she wanted to hang out all the time and she always wanted to go to the movies and like that was the movie she wanted to go see and like hey, I wasn't gonna ignore the fact that she wanted to hang out. So
Yeah.
I went and saw that movie 10 times, which is not a problem with me because I can watch a movie over and over again and be completely okay with it.
Yeah.
It's one of
That's
my
fair.
quirks.
Yeah.
You could say it's one of my more interesting quirks about me. But yeah, it's the Insidious universe for me. That's probably one of my favorite, and it's just because that's what really got me into the love of horror movies, but also
Yeah.
kind of the overarching story of horror movies.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh, like this didn't necessarily scare me, but this story is really good
And
overall.
grabs your attention. Okay, some of them grab your attention.
Some of them grab your attention. Some of them are just like, gosh, why is this movie so long?
Not all of them. Yeah.
I'm like, when is it gonna end?
Alright.
Ah. But next question: top 3 horror movies.
All right, so we got Scream, the OG, nothing can compare to it. Well, I take that back. Actually, Scream 4 is probably one of my favorites out of the franchise. I loved the plot twist in that movie. I think it was brilliant. I really enjoy watching it, honestly. I could watch that movie a gazillion times. Second is the original Jeepers Creepers. I absolutely, something about being on the road and having someone follow you like that, and it's not a person, like it's a creature, is so terrifying to me. And number 3 is the original Halloween. Nothing can compare to those 3 movies, in my opinion. I think they are just top horror. Like, they scared the ever living shit out of me when I was little. But I love Scream. I love Scream as like a whole. So
Fair enough. Mine are gonna be pretty odd. So obviously the first one, top OG, and I'll be mentioning this like again. It's Trick or Treat. I watch that every like October 1st.
I need to send you a picture. Actually, I have a picture I need to show you after I get done. But I carved him as my pumpkin last night.
Oh,
Sam, it's so cute.
oh God, yes. So love Trick or Treat. First ever horror movie. That's what got me into the love of the genre.
Yeah.
The second one is The Possession from like it was like 2013, something like that.
Oh, yeah, that's a
The
good
one with the
choice.
box.
Yeah.
And then I'm going with an absolute classic here, even though it was not scary at all, but it is absolutely kind of funny in my opinion. And I wish this had turned into a whole series because it would have been so good. The Cabin in the Woods.
Yeah.
And
very.
I will
it's
give
very
an OG
campy.
mention to Evil Dead because I do like
That
them.
one's okay. Yeah.
That's the only one, like, only really super gory horror movie I'm super into.
Yeah.
So
I hate the Saw movies. Those are horrid.
I am not big fans of those. I can't. Mm-mm. There's just some things that nope, I don't need to imagine. I already have a very overactive imagination. I don't need any more like help with that.
Yeah. All right. Question 3. First ever horror movie.
Like I said, Trick or Treat.
Mine was Halloween. It was. Well,
Actually, no. My first one was the OG Scream.
mine was The Shining. Mine was The
I
Shining.
was like 4 or 5. I remember my uncles watching it, and I tried to
No,
watch it with
I
them and
take
freaked
that
out.
back. Mine wasn't even The Shining. It was It.
That explains the clowns.
That's why I am so terrified of clowns.
That
yeah.
explains the clowns.
Yeah, I was literally, my brother was watching it, and my mom, I was 2, and my mom had told him, hey, turn that off. You guys aren't going to like this. You know, it's scary. And we sat there and watched it anyways, and that just permanently implanted a fear. No matter how many times I do exposure therapy, it just don't work. It just don't work. I'm so terrified of clowns, and it was It. So
I mean, to be fair,
my
yeah.
second was The Shining, though. I remember that one vividly. That one's not really scary, though. It's kind of like long and boring now. Like, it is a cult classic. Don't
It
get me
is a
wrong,
big cult classic, but I was
but
not.
it is very boring.
It was so long. It
For
was
no
so
reason.
long. Honestly, any of the Stephen King movies are super long for like absolutely no reason. The
Yeah.
original It, even the newer It is still
Yeah.
kind of long. I'm like, okay, I like it. It's good.
It's a
but
killer
like,
clown. What can you do with that? Like, come
it's like,
on.
but come on. Well, I mean, it's not technically a killer clown. He's an alien clown
Hell,
costume.
Yeah, that's true.
When you break it down, it's actually another being, and it ties into this whole universe.
I haven't
It's
watched the original one since I watched it the first time when I was little. But
honestly, if you're
doesn't
gonna watch,
he turn into a spider or something in the
I-
first one?
I don't remember if
Or
it was
like
the
he's
first
some
one.
sort of like
It's been so long
creature.
since I've seen the original one, but I think so, yeah.
He turns into something in the
Although I
first
feel like
one.
we should go and watch the newer ones, but I won't force you to do that because I know you're not a big fan of clowns. So I will do that on my own time
I
because I have
really
no
wish
issues with clowns and I absolutely love the like
I
it
wish I
movies.
wasn't though, because like Terrifier, I watched the first one and I actually didn't mind it that much. The second and third one I can't watch. I had nightmares
Not
from the
gonna lie,
first
if you
one.
suddenly started getting into clowns, it would kind of throw me for a loop because it would definitely open up a world of dark romance for you. It would definitely kind of you would suddenly that mask the mask thing would definitely increase like tenfold.
Yeah, probably so.
It's like
But like yeah, I watched the first Terrifier when it first dropped on Netflix like in 2017. Had nightmares. Not gonna lie, not gonna be that person that sits here and says that I don't, but I did. I have really bad nightmares about clowns when I watch things with them in it.
oh, if
And
it's
that's like
if it's
part of
bug
the
related, I can't. Mm-mm.
what?
Bugs. I don't like any like horror
Oh,
movies
yeah.
like bugs in it.
Like
I
what the eight-legged freaks? Oh my god. I remember watching that movie all the time.
I don't like the alien ones that when it comes out of her chest.
I don't think this is like a question that was on here, but an underrated horror movie I think is The Mist
Yes.
or The Legion. Either one of those, they are so criminally underrated.
Oh God, what is that one? It's The Village.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good too.
The Village is also a really good one.
But
It's not
like
like even scary. It's more like psychological. I don't know how into foreign films you are, but have you ever seen The Orphanage?
yes.
That one's also a really good psychological one.
Yeah.
I
There
like
was
ones that play with your mind,
I
like
do
do tricks
too,
with
but
your
there was
mind.
one that I was watching that was just it was so bad psychologically that I had to turn it off. I've never had to turn off a horror movie before, and I can't remember the name of it, but I know it had the girl from Awkward in it, and I can't remember the name of it, but it was so bad. I was like, bro, this is gonna mess with my mental health. I can't. I had to turn it off. I was like, I can't watch this. But yeah, no, I think that those two for me are probably the most underrated. There are a lot of really underrated gems though, to be honest.
Oh yeah.
Like Final Girls, I think is what it's called. That one is a really good campy, like funny type of thing. There's also one that makes fun of Van Helsing and it's called Stan Helsing and it is so funny. It has like it's kind of like Scary Movie in a sense where it has like all the characters like making fun of like different movies and
Oh
stuff like that.
yes.
So like Hellraiser, Hellboy, all of those like characters are in it and it's so hilarious. And plus it's um Kev from Shameless. He's literally Stan Helsing himself. And it's so funny.
Although I will say, I don't know if it counts as a classic. I think I showed you and Maddie this one. It is Willy's Wonderland.
Yeah.
Oh
That's
my
like a
god.
campy kind of
That is
horror
so
film
campy.
too,
Like
yeah.
I love the goofy funny ones that don't take themselves too seriously. Like
Yeah.
I love that. But one that I was looking up, I don't know if you've ever seen this one. It's more of a psychological. It's called Beneath. It's about a girl who unfortunately causes a like gets in a car accident with her sister and it causes her sister to become like she gets burned in this car accident. She dies like a few years later, but she doesn't actually die. Like turns out she's being like
Who's
essentially
the actresses in it? Because that sounds
it
really familiar.
was made in 2017. Here's the actor list.
I think I have seen
Or
this.
not 2017, 2007. Good grief.
I think I have seen this. Not like a
It's not been recently
ton of
since
times or anything, but I do remember seeing some of this.
yeah, because it turns out the sister is actually, well, spoiler alert.
Yeah, that's the dad from Gossip Girl.
Yeah,
Yeah.
turns out the mom is actually alive the entire time. They just essentially kind of like faked her death, but because she was so just essentially kind of like disfigured, he was like, I don't want to be seen with you, kind of thing.
Yeah.
You're kind of grotesque. You're scaring everybody.
Another cult classic series is Wrong Turn.
Ooh.
I absolutely love the fourth one where they're snowed in that asylum. Oh my god, that is peak horror. I love those films.
I don't know what it is, but I'm very much a sucker for found footage films.
Like
don't
Blair
know.
Witch.
Blair Witch, Grave Encounters. I do like the Paranormal Activity ones, even though I know they're bad. I know they're bad.
Have you seen The House Is October Built?
I have not.
Oh my god, you need to
I think I've
watch
tried to
that.
start watching it, and I couldn't get into it, and it just.
That is one of my Logan. Me and him watched it, and he literally loved it. And so like we made it like a thing. Like we watched it like pretty periodically. It's super good. Like I mean, yeah, you do have to kind of like be all the way into it, to for it to make sense. But it's really good. Um, God, there's another underrated one too. It has Michael Rosenbaum in it. Rosenbaum? Baum? What the? He plays Lex Luthor from Smallville, and I think it's called Urban Legend. I'm pretty sure it's called Urban Legend, and it is a really good horror film too. There are so many.
Can I tell you one that I didn't like? That I couldn't like it. I don't know why. It was so boring in the beginning, and then it was so violent when it did have its scenes. I did not like this first Sinister movie. I haven't even seen the second one.
I hate Sinisters.
Like
The
I
whole
own the second one.
series.
I have never seen the second one
It's so
because the
bad.
first one was like it was so boring in the beginning, and then when it did pick up, it was so overly extra violent.
Yeah.
With like
Like
there's no reason that we needed to see the lawnmower scene. Okay.
Oh my, that's literally what I was just about to mention. That was gruesome.
I can't even like I'm terrified of lawnmowers. Like I was freaked out over lawnmowers for the longest time. It took me forever to be comfortable to like actually use a weed eater because I was afraid of like that thing like breaking and killing me. Some Final Destination things.
I don't like
I got
those movies
severe
at all.
anxiety. Can you tell?
I do like the Final Destination movies though. However, the only ones that I actually really, really like is
I gotta be in a mood for those.
The second one with the log truck, because that gave me an intimate fear of log trucks forever. And the third one with the roller coaster. Those are the only two that I actually like really, really like. But every single time we speak about a movie, another one comes to mind about how like underrated it is and stuff like that.
See, that's why I was like, we're gonna have plenty of content to talk about. We're gonna just continue to talk about horror movies. We're not even gonna probably finish the question.
Literally. Okay, we'll go on with the questions now.
All right, the next one is what was your first did you say what your first horror movie was? Yes, we did. What was your first scary book?
It was a Goosebumps book. And
that's understandable.
It was the one with the puppet.
So mine specifically, and I'm gonna look this up to confirm because I always get this author's name a little bit backwards because she has two last names. And I forget which order it goes in.
Yeah. I also read Pet Sematary pretty young too. And
I read it really young, which
I do not like Pet Sematary the movie. Like I think that's not great at all.
They weren't that good. They were okay. The author is Mary Downing Hahn. And the book is The Old Willis Place. That was the first like horror book I ever remember reading. It's a ghost story one.
Was that a show?
Not that I remember. I think there was a show with a similar title to it, but this one.
The whole thing looks so familiar. Like it looks like a Disney like movie or something.
Like these two kids, like a new kid moves into this neighborhood, and these two kids end up like becoming friends with them. They're brother and sister, but turns out they're ghosts.
Oh.
And they don't realize that they're ghosts.
Oh, so kind of like we were liars, except probably a little bit more violent. No,
I mean,
is that a kid's book?
It's a kid's book. It's a kid's book.
Okay,
It is 100% a kid's book.
Okay.
It is not like
it is not violent.
It's not violent by any means, although it is 99 cents on for an ebook. So you never know. I'm not gonna buy it and do a reread on it.
All right.
Although that is something I wanted to do, is like eventually go back and reread all of my childhood favorites.
Yes.
So like,
didn't we talk about doing that?
I think we talked about doing
or something like
a video. I know we were talking about possibly doing like a timeline video where we went and read old YA books from the 80s.
Yeah.
From every decade. So we started in the 80s and went forward.
Yeah.
Because we wanted to see how they changed over the years, writing wise and
how cringy
story.
It was back then. All right.
We like them cringy.
Question 5. What upcoming horror movie are you most excited for?
We talked about this earlier. I am so excited for Five Nights at Freddy's 2.
Yep.
I am so excited for that one. Again, with the whole campy classic like horror, it fits right up there with that. Like it doesn't take itself too seriously, but the overarching story is really interesting. And
Yeah.
I'm a die hard sucker for Matthew Leonard. Okay,
True.
I will,
True.
and Josh Hutchinson. Okay,
Yeah.
Josh Hutchinson
That
is.
man was one of my first crushes.
That was one of my first like human crushes as a child, and it was specifically Journey to the Center of the Earth, the first one.
Yup.
Like,
Well, I don't know. I kind of thought he was cute in versus Terabithia, but that movie kind of like is so sad you don't really pay attention to that.
yeah, that movie was way too sad, and
But-
I'm gonna be so for real. It was Leslie for me. It was the girl over Josh. Okay, it wasn't until Journey to the Center of the Earth,
Yeah.
sci-fi. Brandon
Yeah.
Fraser,
Top cast in that movie.
100%.
Second one wasn't as good as the first one in my opinion, but
Sequels always sometimes fall flat.
yeah.
Like it was so
Mine-
unneeded.
I think just next year is going to be the year of sevens for me. Scream 7 comes out on my 27th birthday. Scream 7 comes out on the 27th and I'm turning 27.
So what we need to do is go see Scream 7.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm really excited for that one. I don't hate the 5th and 6th one, but just like Scream as a whole, as I've said previously, it's one of my favorites. I love Ghostface down. Okay.
Can confirm. Can confirm.
I love
Phone case.
Ghostface so much.
Phone case Ghostface.
Literally. But yeah, that's my most anticipated as of right now. The next question, actually, we literally
So yeah, we've talked about it a bit. It's him.
him.
God, I don't even remember the last one I saw before that because I'm gonna be so for real. I don't like going and seeing horror movies. Not recently in the last few years because money be tight and adulting be hard. But I couldn't really get into going into horror movies like in theaters because part of the fun is going with friends, and I was an adult working all the time, so I didn't
Yeah.
really have friends that were also into horror movies like I were.
Yeah.
I were. I promise, guys. I know how to talk. My brain is not working today.
The last one before I went and seen him was Hard Eyes when it came out on Valentine's Day.
Wait, I thought you went and saw Weapons.
Mm-mm.
I
was wanting to.
Oh yeah, that was something that we were talking about. We wanted to do. We also wanted to go see the Conjuring one, but I heard that one wasn't
heard
good.
It was like really bad
it's better
reviews.
it's better just to wait till it gets to a streaming service, which I was like, all right.
Yeah, no, Hard Eyes was really good. Actually, I was gonna go see I Know What You Did Last Summer and take my brothers to go see it, but I think we did something that weekend instead. It was during the summertime.
I'm trying to remember.
I don't know. I can barely remember what happened last week. But yeah.
We've done so much this summer. We've had a lot happening.
Man.
We had this podcast going.
Yeah. But yeah, Hard Eyes was my last horror film that I saw before we saw him. But
I think the last one that I honestly can remember was The Nun 2.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That was a hot minute.
And it's like I simply just didn't have time to go to the theater. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm gonna be for real. The job I was working was literally working me up until like 11, 12 o'clock at night. And I was there all damn day. All day. Won't mention the job. Totally won't.
No shade.
No shade. Won't mention the company, but you know who you are. You know what you did. What was the last horror book you read? Because you're new into the horror genre. Have you only read the one that we talked about? Or
which one?
I don't remember which one you've read because I've read so many. I'm gonna be.
I read Loving a Vampire is Chaos. I think that would be considered horror because I mean he is a vampire. There was a bunch of killings happening and
It was kind of gruesome, yeah. So
Yeah.
we'll give that one.
But the last one that I actually read was it was not Hot for Slayer. Was it Hot for Slayer? I consider that horror also, like that whole
Soft horror.
Yeah. I haven't read any actual like hardcore horror yet. I'm getting there actually. I have a few books picked out to actually
There's a couple on Kindle Unlimited that I think you'll like that I'll have to send you after the episode because I have a couple of them
Well,
checked out.
actually, I did read The Last Flight, which is kind of horror-ish
Oh.
because
Is it like a
um
thriller mystery
it's
and
like
all of
it's
that counts in that?
thriller mystery type of thing. The girl, she is in a really abusive relationship and finds out that this person like looks exactly like her, so she trades spots with this person to get away from her abusive husband.
Oh wow.
But then no. She like was supposed to get on a flight that crashed. So her husband thinks that she's dead because of the because
Plane
he
crash.
planned for her.
To be on that plane.
Yeah. And so then there's a person that looks exactly like her, and so he thinks like, he's going crazy and stuff like that.
Yes.
So that was probably my last like thriller that I read. It was like last year that I read that one, I think.
I've read a handful of them. I think the last one that I just finished because I am in the middle of one, and it is oh my gosh, it's right there on my coffee table, but it's kind of dark in my house right now. I don't got the lights on, so I'm kind of blind. But let me look at my reading list because I do track all of my reading. And speaking of reading, I don't know if I told you, I am 12 books away from my goal for the end of the year. My goal for the
yeah.
end of the year was to read like 150 books. I am 12 away from that.
Hell yeah, that's awesome. I did not.
Until
put a
you think
cap
about
on
how many
myself.
books I've actually read, and then you're like, that's a lot of books. What I'm currently reading now, as far as horror, is What Lies in the Woods, and that one's okay.
Yeah.
That one's pretty good. I'm liking it so far. The last one I just finished is Stolen Tongues by who was it by? I think it was Felix Black. It's Felix Blackwell. Stolen Tongues. That one was really good.
Yeah, I think I might
Very much like my folk horror, like really I want it supernatural and ghost, okay? I don't want it to be a real person. Like let it be something that is not of this world.
Yeah, I'm just getting into the horror genre of like today's books and stuff like that because obviously I did read them a lot with Goosebumps and
I mean, you
there
told me
was
that you used to listen to like Mr. Nightmare and stuff like that
I
on
used to love
YouTube.
listening to Mr. Nightmare, and there was another. It was like the Burger King foot lettuce guy that I also used to listen to, and
I know who you're talking about, but I can't remember their name.
Creepy Pasta, all of that. I mean, literally, my nickname is Slindy. Come on now. I mean, I love like horror like characters and stuff like that. So, I have dipped,
Your
but
toe.
like I'm going full in with like the books that I have planned for the rest of this month. So I hope they're good, and I hope that I actually really enjoy the genre because like I love horror movie, like horror as a whole. So
I feel like
I hope
like
I'm not disappointed.
some horror books are a little bit like, take them or leave them, but then there's
Yeah.
some that it just really gets you. Like Stranger in the Woods was one that I finished this month too, and that one will get you. I was usually I can kind of like pinpoint like who the bad guy is.
Yeah.
I was off by a lot.
Yeah, I remember you were
And
telling me about that the other
there's
day.
a twist at the end of that it threw me for a loop because I was not expecting it, and I
Yeah.
can't say any more than that because it will 100% ruin the entire book. But I do highly recommend it. It is Stranger in the Woods by Anna Taylor, I think is the author.
I'm not completely
Let
sure.
me look at my reading history. Yep, Stranger in the Wood by Annie Taylor. And that's Anni. And if I said that wrong, I apologize.
All right, our last question. Favorite horror movie character?
Sam. I am obsessed with that dude. He is adorable. He has not done a single thing wrong. All you bitches are lying about him, lying on his name.
I agree.
My baby boy would never do a single thing wrong.
I have more than one. Glenn, shitface from Chucky. I've stated previously, I had him as a baby doll. I carried him around everywhere with me. There's actually a picture of me with him on Facebook. I found it.
All right, gonna go dig in the archives of Facebook.
And obviously Ghostface. I love Ghostface.
Who doesn't love Ghostface?
Slender Man. I also really love Slender Man, and just like the whole, he's so creepy.
Jason.
Like, I love him.
Jason,
That's a good one too.
100%.
He's very tall and very stabby.
The Friday the 13th movies really messed with my head. I remember going over to a sleepover one time and watching all of them, and I was like, oh wow, now I'm scared of the lake and going in the woods. And I live in the middle of the woods. That's fantastic. That's
Yeah.
lovely.
I was going up to a house one time. My dad was carrying Maddie, and my brother was in front of us. So we were going up to this house, and this person was dressed as Jason. And we went to go get the candy, and as soon as we did, this person busted out the door, like literally as Jason, and started chasing us with a chainsaw that didn't have
Nah.
a chain in it.
Nah.
And I swear,
You got me 10 times fucked up.
I've never been so traumatized in my life. That was so scary, but honestly, it just made me love Jason even more, which very odd to say.
I love being spooked.
I love
being
scared.
like scared.
I love going to haunted trails. See, that is my downfall.
There is a
because-
difference between like scaring me with something that like, ooh, jump scare. But like
Yeah.
if you bring out my phobias or anything that genuinely scares me,
yeah, that's where I draw the line, and see, that's my
it's like
problem.
that's crossing a line. Like I would never jump scare you with a clown mask because
Yeah.
that's awful. Like
Your husband has, but
okay, but
that was in a haunted trail. But I didn't know. Okay, he told all the other people to come at me. So, but
I mean, he was trying to give you that exposure therapy.
Yeah,
Thought he was
I
helping.
guess. But like, see,
I swear, he's a green flag, guys.
That's my thing that I can't stand for myself for Halloween and going to haunted trails, because you cannot find a haunted trail that does not have at least one clown. And that's my problem. And I will never tell anyone in a haunted trail that that's my biggest fear, because then they will use that against me. And I would literally shit myself.
So don't take you to God, have you seen all the videos on TikTok? I forget where it is, but it's in California. Forget what amusement park it is, but it's like Halloween Frights or something.
Knott's
have-
Farm.
Yes, Knott's Farm.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
the Halloween Horror Nights from
Yeah.
Disney. Yeah.
Can't take you there because there's way too many clowns and
I know, and it really
Lord,
sucks
I have issues.
because Hershey Park. Oh my God, Fry Boy. Have you seen him? The sliding. Oh my God.
You bet I have. Why do you think I'm saying I got issues? I'm well aware I got issues.
But he's so hot. He's a skeleton. He's not. He's not a clown. Is he? I would consider that a skeleton. Maybe. I
will
don't know.
say I have seen some pretty good looking clown guys or jester characters. So, guys with clown face paint.
See, I
good
hate that for
jawlines.
myself, because like I love getting scared, but I don't love getting scared to the point of like I'm gonna have a fucking panic attack.
It's like I don't want to have nightmares later. I already struggle to sleep as it is.
And yeah, I don't need that.
Like I have insomnia. I don't need more reasons to not sleep.
Yeah.
My ADHD already does that enough for me.
Like you said earlier, your imagination is a little wild. So is mine. I think that's just who I am, and like I can't deal with scary shit like clowns. Anything else, I'm down for. I don't care if it scares me. Let's go.
I'm fine with spiders. They don't even bother me as long as they're not real and don't fucking crawl on me. Okay, just don't stay in your lane and I'll stay in mine. Okay,
Literally.
that's how I feel about all bugs. When I'm just like, you guys stay in your lane, I'll stay in mine. You will coexist.
Yeah.
Like we got an outside spider now. We got a big old spider that's living on our back window. We've named her. Her name is Gloria. We love her. She's big and beautiful. I'm pretty sure she's an orb spider, but
I'm scared of spiders too, but not to the point of.
it's fine. She's through a thick piece of glass.
I'm not like clowns.
She doesn't come
scared of
inside.
spiders. It's really weird that clowns are the biggest thing that scares me out of snakes and spiders and just all the other stuff.
To be fair, we grew up in the South. You can't really be afraid of snakes and spiders down here. They're
Yeah.
everywhere.
I mean,
it doesn't
I
matter
don't
what you
like
do.
them, but 2016 was a really rough time for me, guys. I had a clown in my backyard, in my neighbor's backyard, and it had a red balloon like it. And it was just staring at me. I'd walked out on my back porch for some reason, and I remember this so vividly. I walked out on my back porch, and I look over because like our neighbor's backyard is in our backyard also because it's kind of a weird thing, but it was just standing there beside the building with the red balloon and just
Nah.
staring. And I literally had a fucking attack of some sort. And I was like, oh my God, look at this. There's a clown. There's a clown. And I got my mom. And then by the time I had like gotten her attention or gotten my dad's attention or someone, he was gone. My brother saw him though. So I was like, I'm not going crazy. There was one there.
Did I ever tell you about the time my dad got one of our neighbors to run up on me wearing a clown mask while I was walking the
no.
dog at like 10, 11 o'clock at night? I was like 12, 13. My reaction? I immediately dropped to the ground.
Me too.
I think something in my brain told me in that moment that I was like, I'm not outrunning him, just
Cocoon yourself.
play dead. I curled up into a ball and I was walking my dog. I was walking Blackstar at the time.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? I know Blackstar's got my back.
Yeah. Just
because he was already starting to lose his shit.
yeah.
Like he was
no.
barking, growling, hackles raised, like he was yanking
I
on
would
the
not
leash.
forgive. I would not forgive.
Like the only reason I didn't let the leash go is because I lived on a military base, and if your dog bites someone on the military base, they can make you get rid of your dog. So
Yeah.
I was like, I don't want to risk this, but if he gets any closer, that's on him, bro.
yeah.
That's on you, homeboy.
Yeah, that's
Like, why the fuck you running up on a fucking child
with a clown mask.
I will never understand why he agreed to do it. I don't understand. Like they thought it would be funny, and my dad knew I was afraid of clowns at the time because I had a little bit of a fear of clowns during that time. And this was before 2016, so like
I think everybody has had a fear of clowns eventually, and they grow out of it. I'm waiting for the day that I grow out of mine. Maybe it'll be like mid-30s, and I'll finally be like, oh my God, clowns aren't scary.
we got to do soft exposure therapy. We just gotta throw you in the deep end. You know, just look up a bunch of art, like fan art or fan fiction. That's what we gotta do. Fan fiction.
I'll just make myself get casted in like a horror movie or something where the clown has to chase me, and I have to do it because I'm getting paid to get scared. So
you're gonna need a lot of medication. You're gonna need medication and therapy. You're gonna need another therapist. You're gonna have to hit him with a 2 combo.
Yeah,
two therapist combo.
Yeah, So I got chased by a clown. But the fact that like people were actually getting chased by them in 2016 was such a wild time, and like it was. Like, I swear to God, I hope that they never come back because what is wrong with you?
Part of the fun of going to like horror attractions is that you are consenting to being fucking scared. Yeah. If I don't consent to being fucking scared, don't fucking scare me. Literally. I am not the person.
Like, I don't want to be scared when I'm in my house.
Like,
unless I'm watching something scary.
Fight or flight takes over, and most of the time, it's definitely flight. My ass will run in the opposite direction and the far as fuck this way as I can. But sometimes fight takes over, and that's not good. Because I will admit, I will fight dirty if I have to, especially if it means survival.
I'm clumsy, so when I like get panicky or whatever, I'm not stable on my feet. So that's my problem.
Oh, I ain't worried about that.
I would die in a horror movie, like straight up.
I go straight for the ankles. I start biting.
I wouldn't go and see the noise where it was coming from. I would just leave. But like if the noise was already in front of me and it was from a killer, I would probably more than likely trip over myself and he would get me.
Although, to be fair, now that I've gotten older, I've adopted that if someone runs up on me, I'm gonna just start acting absolutely batshit crazy.
That's a good question.
I'm gonna start barking, I'm gonna start drooling, barking, fucking foaming at the fucking mouth. Like I'm gonna act like a nut.
What horror universe do you think you would survive in, and what horror universe would you not survive?
I wouldn't survive. I feel like I would be one of the second to last to die. I don't think there'd be a universe that I would really survive because it would always be like, it would 100% be because my ass got very distracted very quickly. Like a horror, like someone could be after me and I'm like, ooh, a rock. Or oh, I tripped over my own fucking feet because there's air here. I tripped over air. There is nothing in my way. I am not, like, my feet aren't even close together, but I've tripped because fuck you. That's why. So yeah, I definitely don't see myself. I mean, if it's ghost related, yeah, because my ass ain't staying in a haunted house and I will dip the fuck out as soon as I possibly can. Demon possession. Well, maybe. That's a soft maybe, possibly. Same as the horror movie thing. I don't think I would let it get to the point of being able to possess me. My ass would dip out the fucking second that anything too fucking weird started happening. I'd be like, no, you couldn't pay me to fucking stay here.
So I think I would survive Scream because I wouldn't answer the damn phone. Like, straight up.
No, now that you mention it, I wouldn't answer the phone. I would not answer the phone.
I would not even attempt to, especially if there was a murderer happening
Nah,
around.
I know 100% which one. I would 100% survive the ring because I wouldn't even. I hate like phishing emails like that. Or like, if you don't send this to 10 people, you're gonna die in 7 days. I'm like, wow, cool. I don't even open it. I'm like, whatever.
Yeah.
Ignored.
Anything.
I would not be watching a fucking video that's like, if you watch this video, you're gonna die in 7 days. Nah, you're not catching my ass watching
things. Oh my god.
You're not gonna catch me watching that.
However,
so I would 100% survive ring.
I would not. I guess this is kind of horror. Obviously, I would not survive The Last of Us. The clicker zombies. Absolutely, you might as well just kill me. Like
100%. I've told Daniel this 100% several times. If we're ever in the middle of a zombie apocalypse,
just kill me.
If it's clickers, if it is The Last of Us zombies,
just kill me. Just
take me out. Take me out, Chief. I'm not about to do that. I'm good.
Like I barely fight for my life now. Sometimes I am not fighting for my life if there's a zombie apocalypse.
I'm not fighting mushroom heads. Like, no, I'm good.
Oh my god, speaking of another underrated horror movie, I know this is so off topic. Warm Bodies.
Yes, I didn't think of that.
It's a zombie apocalypse type of thing. He's a vampire, that kind of like triggered it in my brain. But that's a really underrated horror film in my opinion.
It's been so long since I've seen that one.
Same. I watched it a couple years ago, and that's the last time that I did. But it's so good. It's such a cute little
funny horror movie. We love them funny horror.
Horror movie.
Horror movie.
But yeah, no, 100% The Last of Us, I would not survive. Scream, anything like that, I definitely would. Michael Myers, however, like, I don't think I would survive. He's so fast. For no reason. He don't even talk. He don't say 2 words.
Nah, I'd run.
I would leave. I would get in
I
my
would
car.
also probably survive, I would 100% survive Jason. Here's why. Because I wouldn't be in the fucking woods. You could not catch me dead in a cabin in the motherfucking woods. Okay?
Yeah, no.
I am okay with the outdoors in small increments, but you cannot catch me in a fucking separate camp.
Yeah, no.
I like air conditioning way too much. I do not like the heat. I
wouldn't go and see what the noise was in anything. You would not.
Nope, I hear a strange noise. I'm like, keep it down, please.
Like, just.
If I hear weird shit in my house,
and pass it to the next person.
Straight up, if I hear shit in my house, I'm just like, ignore it. Nothing's happening.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna ignore you. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna acknowledge you. I'm just like.
I think that's probably one of the only ones I wouldn't survive is Michael Myers. 100%. He's another one.
Freddy Krueger.
Oh yeah, I'm not surviving that.
Well, actually, you know what? I am an insomniac, so I might have a slight chance. Unless he gets me during those weird, like, 6-hour naps that I like to take him.
If I try and seduce him, he might let me go. He's ugly, yeah, but guess what? If it came to my life, do what you gotta do.
I don't know. His claws, though. We've already established nice.
I was so hurt.
I ain't asking for him to finger me with him. Jesus. I'm talking knife play. You're thinking Den of Vipers. I'm like over here like, nah, knife to the throat. Just use throat necklace. I'm thinking throat necklace. And you're taking it like
fingers, and I was like, oh, okay, that would so hurt. But I mean, you do what you gotta do.
Clip them. Clip your nails. You gotta clip those things before you use them.
File them down.
You can take it off. It's a glove.
Take the point off. Then we'll talk.
Shave it down or dull it down.
Just a little bit.
Make it not as pointy.
Yeah, please. But anyways, guys, that was all of our
questions. We went off a bit of a tangent, but we did keep it horror related. So
the whole thing has been horror related. So I don't know what else to talk about, to be honest, because I could go on for hours and hours about horror, but I won't bore you guys with that. We could yap forever about horror. We watch
'Cause we
a
could
horror, literally we watch
Well-
a horror movie every time that I'm over here almost.
Yeah, no, we're always putting something on in the background, whether it's a horror show, horror movie, or spooky stories. There's always something going. Like, unironically, earlier before we started recording, we were watching Annabelle because we're starting the Conjuring universe.
Yeah. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this episode and stay safe with Halloween coming up and
Stay safe and stay spooky.
Yes. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.